Hey, welcome to What We Thought. I'm Kevin, and I wanted to do a one-year review on this Mr. Heater 30,000 BTU portable heater. And before anybody goes crazy on me, no, it's when this is released, it's not quite a year. It's about 10 months, but winter is upon us, and I wanted to do a quick review before, January, February. And the first thing I want to do is apologize to those of you who caught my mistakes on my other video. My initial video, I really didn't think it was going to take off the way it did. Thank you for everybody that's been watching it and been commenting. I've had some great comments. Everybody sharing their experiences with them and learned a lot. But I wanted to apologize underneath here, part of the kit in the video. And I've since edited it so that I'd stop everybody getting mad at me. It's an elbow fitting. I know it's an elbow fitting. I called it a T fitting, and you guys that just got upset about it, I guess, I apologize. And I apologize to you in the comment. I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have a script. I just kind of go by the seat of my pants. My experience with this Mr. Heater, man, I don't use it the way a lot of people use it. I found out just from my video that a lot of people use this to heat their whole house all winter long. I only use it to heat this little, 150, 170 square foot garage when we're out here doing things. I don't have it on now. It's just a little cool. I was outside, that's why I got my jacket on. But anyway, so we use this here. I've got darts. I got darts over here, and we get guys coming over and we play darts. And in the winter, this room does get cold, so we heat it up. Everybody's feeling really good. And my title in the other one said, "Does it work indoors?" Well, the answer obviously is yes. This Mr. Heater 30,000 BTU blue flame heater is made for indoor use. Okay, so yes, it works great indoor. For safety purposes, it does have an oxygen depletion sensor in here. So if you're in here and everybody, before everybody gets lightheaded or starts feeling sick, the oxygen depletion sensor will shut this off. And you'll know, it's either at temp, but if it doesn't come back on, you're getting cold. It's because the oxygen has been depleted and needs to be, you need to open a window or crack a door or something. I use a fan. I have a fan that I use that I explained in the other video, and I have it running. And not only does it circulate the heat, it circulates the air in the room. This is a garage. I've got a door to the house over here, and I leave that door open so that air from in the house can come in. If you're in a confined space, I've got a window right there. You can crack the window a little bit so that you don't get any carbon monoxide poisoning. I can just put my garage up like half an inch just to get the airflow. Yeah, it's going to have a little cool air coming in, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Also, a good suggestion from one of the people that left the comment is definitely read through the manual 100% page to page. On every single page, it says right here, never leave the heater unattended while it's burning, while it's lit. This is an open flame. I am in a garage, but I don't store any flammable liquids in here. So if you are in a space where you've got gas cans or anything else that's flammable that's near this, remove it. Get rid of it. Don't light this. Don't have this lit near anything flammable. Obviously, you don't want any drapes or anything combustible close to this heat, because this is a flame. It's not just the catalytic heaters. And speaking of catalytic heaters, I've had so many comments about that. In the other video, I mentioned the orange flame as opposed to the blue flame, and I said 4 different times I was referring to the outside propane heaters, like the ones with the dome on top that heat, the fire pit, tabletop fire pits. Those have the orange flame coming up. Those will deplete your oxygen. They will create carbon dioxide, CO2. And if you bring one of those in the house as an emergency, don't do it unless you're going to leave the darn door open. Catalytic heaters obviously those are also made for indoor. They are orange. It looks like an orange plate. Your ceramics are orange, bright orange, and it puts off some great heat. So the catalytic ones are really, really good heaters as well. I like this because I like the blue flame. It puts off a lot of heat. And I've also had to use this in the house when the power has gone off during the winter. It's gone off for 3-4 hours a couple of times last winter. And you know, you think, the first half hour, whatever, it's no big deal. But you know, your house really does start cooling off. And this is a great way to heat it up. And as far as the heater itself, like I mentioned before, it does not come with the elbow connection that's down below, which is absolutely necessary. And it's one thing that really bugs me about buying this, because it's expensive, or it was, I think it was $290, close to $300. But I got home and I couldn't use it. So I had to run back to the store and get the kit. Well, the kit comes with it comes with the regulator, a 2-stage regulator. The regulators take the pressure from your 20-pound tank and lower it enough to where it can work on this appliance. I've been asked if you can use a regulator from like a propane grill, your grill outdoors. You know, I haven't tried it. I've Googled it myself, and it seems like it would probably work. But if it didn't work properly, or if you're getting more orange flame in there than you should, then the pressure's probably still a little bit too high. So get a dual stage. And it comes with a 12-foot hose, because you absolutely want to have your propane bottle sitting outside, not inside your house. Why? Well, what if your propane tank starts leaking and you're unaware? What if your connection here isn't connected really well? Or it starts seeping? Or just the top part of your propane, where your valve and everything, something there starts leaking. You know, it's a local law in most cities that you do not have a propane bottle inside your residence. So you don't want that leaking and then, you know, obviously have an explosion. I had another guy say I totally hooked this up wrong and everything else. Well, you know, I didn't show how I hooked it up. I just showed it already hooked up. I had the elbow already on. I had this all put together. I used the yellow gas tape, Teflon tape on there, on the bottom, and then you just get a spray bottle with some soapy water in there and spray your joints. Make sure that you don't get any air bubbles. Make sure you don't have any leaks. You know, when I did the first video, I mean, I was just going over this heater because I thought it was really cool. I thought it heated really well. A friend of mine has one of these in their big 2-car garage with a high ceiling, and man, it really heats it up. So I was like, I need one of those for my house, not only for emergency purposes, but for the garage when we're out here, you know, enjoying playing darts and everything. A lot of people, like I said, use this full time, and I think it's awesome. Some of the comments that I got and people using this for full-time heat, I had no idea. One of the big questions is, how long will a 20-pound tank last? I honestly can't answer that. I mean, it could last you a week. It could last you a month. It depends, you know, on a lot of things. Your setting. Well, if you set it at 1, I think 1's a good setting, because it'll run right around 68 to 70, right around there. It keeps this room nice and toasty. The 1 through 5 does not change the level of the flame. It just changed the level of how long it's going to run, and it's like a thermostat until it shuts off. So 1, I don't know what 2, 3, 4, and 5 is, because that would be way too hot to be in this garage. But 1 shuts off when it gets around 70. Actually, I think it's 68 degrees in here. It shut off. The pilot light stays on, and then when it drops down, it kicks back on automatically. And I mentioned the ODS sensor, the oxygen depletion sensor. It'll shut off. In the manual, it'll say that this is not recommended for elevations above 4,500 feet. I'm at 5,300 feet, works fine. I've had guys, people, not necessarily guys, I've had people comment that they're at, I've had them over 6,000 feet. I had one guy comment that he was at 7,100 feet and hasn't had any issues with it. But the manufacturer recommendation is 4,500 feet and below. If you're above it, it said if you're above it, it said the oxygen depletion sensor could turn it off. It could just shut off on you and not work properly. So that could be a reason if you're over 4,500 feet, if you're having issues with it coming back on and heating and everything. But like I said, I've had comments up to 7,100 feet. So, you know, if you're over 4,500 feet, I'm at 53, and it actually is no problem at all. Okay. One of the other things that I got a lot of comments, and I didn't realize it because I'm in New Mexico, we don't have humidity here. I mean, we have humidity, but it's not high like it is back east. That humidity where in the summertime it's 100 degrees out and 95% humidity. We don't have that kind of humidity here. And people have informed me that if they run this for a while, they get moisture on their windows. They get moisture everywhere. I guess it just total lots of moisture when you run a propane heater inside. Even though it's made for indoors, it creates another issue. And one commenter said that, well, yeah, they get all that moisture, but they also, if their power is on, which theirs was, if their power is on, they have a dehumidifier, and that helped with all the moisture that this creates. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. A lot of the comments. I've learned a lot from the comments, and about, you know, the humidity. A lot of people thinking I was talking about the catalytic heater. The oxygen, the CO2, I mean, yeah, you know, I mean, it's burning flame. It's gonna deplete your oxygen. It even tells you in the manual to be cautious of all of that. Keep a window cracked if you can. I mean, if it's so cold, you know, let your place warm up for a little bit and then open the door for a few minutes and then close it. It'll heat you back up. Get a carbon monoxide sensor in your house, or I've got one over here in the garage here, just for extra safety. I keep the air moving around with my fan. They do make a fan kit for it. I don't have it. I don't use it. It does mount on the wall. So yeah, I mean, you can literally heat your house with it all winter. I misspoke in the first one too, but when I put the wording for the correction, I corrected myself. I called it a AA battery. It takes a AAA battery. I think. Maybe I'm backwards. Let me just check. Yeah, it's AAA. All right. Let's see. What else about this thing after a year? After a year, you know, a lot of people that use it all the time before they use it for the next winter season, they have to get in here and kind of clean off that this little tube here, because it gets a little crusty so the flame will come out nice and clean. So, all right. 1 year of using this Mr. Heater, 30,000 BTU portable heater, because you can move it around. Oh, that's one other thing I wish it would have. I wish it has some indents or handles on it so you can pick it up and move it around. For people like me that doesn't, you know, I don't have it hanging on a wall. And it is ventless, so that's why you need to use a lot of precaution as far as your sensors and the ODS sensor in this. You know, carbon monoxide, make sure you got plenty of oxygen. And anyway, I'd like to just say that even after this new winter coming up, I'm going to get a lot more use out of it here in the garage. Hopefully we don't have too many power outages. And like I said, for me, my experience with this is just for emergency purposes in the house and heating my garage. All right. Leave a comment. Let me know how you use yours. Let me I mean, there's been people that said they've had these for years and they love it. And then there's, you know, other people that are real cautious about having an open flame in your house. So just, you know, use it at your own risk. I mean, your own comfort level is going to tell you whether or not you want to use it. I personally love it. All right. So that's what I thought. Thanks for checking this one out. And I hope I gave you more insight about what other people have commented. You know, I mean, people ask me questions. I've learned a lot about this. People ask me questions I really don't know the answer to, but I take the time to look it up for them and try to give them the best answer I can. I do answer all the comments, good and bad. You know, I know people are going to have bad things to say, but that's okay. It's part of being a YouTube creator. I've got a couple other channels. And, you know, it happens. I have cooking channels, and actually just today I was watching a cooking channel and a guy said burger when he was making tacos. So it happens. You will misspeak when doing a video that's not scripted. All right. Have a great day and stay warm this winter.